Welcome back to Moralis. This is the second part of real-time events tracking tutorial. If you haven't watched the first one, I encourage you to watch it before you come here. Now, this is our front end that we built. It is very straightforward and simple actually. Our goal here is to learn how to read our database that we have created and fetch data in real time. In other words, if your database has new entries with new transactions, you should fill out in the front end and show it to your user. So let's just sign in and see what we have. Here we have a table that keeps getting updated as we are tracking the wrapped ETH contract. These transactions keep adding up because the users are using the actual blockchain to use wrapped ether. We will be using React in this tutorial, and we will make our front end with the React Moralis package. You can find the documentation of React Moralis package over here on the GitHub. As you can see, everything is documented with all the right functionality and all the right examples. So just give it a read here. It's pretty simple and it should get you started right away. Let's jump into our code now. This React app has been initialized by the template of create React app. It's pretty simple. You just have to follow the instructions on the website and you'll get the entire template running. Here we have the index.js file and the app.js file. These are the two files we'll be working on. Over here, all you need is the app ID and the server URL. Both of them you can find it on the admin panel here. If you click on view details, you'll see the server URL and the application ID. So copy them, import it here, and use the Moralis provider tag from React Moralis and wrap it around your application. Now, let's move on to the app.js file. Here we are using Chakra UI for UI components. You can use anything you want. We have a logout button created. As you can see, we have a authentication function as well over here. So that is this logout button. And we have a render table function, which just takes the data and puts it in a table and shows it to you. Very simple, very straightforward. And we have the use Moralis hook. This is a very powerful hook actually. You get all the functionality out of the box. You don't have to use async await. You don't have to use .then. It's pretty simple. And you use the authenticate function to authenticate on login. And you use the isAuthenticated boolean to see if you are authenticated or not. So very straightforward. Moving on, we'll be using use Moralis query. This is where you will look at your DB and update your data accordingly. We have included live true variable over here, which means that this will update in real time. If there is an update or a deletion or an addition on the table, this data over here gets updated and then you can show it on the table. That is how we are achieving real-time events, because every time the table is getting updated in the DB, we are updating the data over here. Here we have the query and we are limiting it to 1000 results as of now because we don't want our front end to be filled with transactions. You can play around with this. You can do whatever you'd like. We have a on-chain changed functionality as well to see if this is Avalanche or not. If it's not, then just show up a model and prompt the user to switch to Avalanche. That's about it. We display the table here and we see if the data is null or not. If it is, then just push it down the table and display it. And this table keeps updating in real time. Well, that's about it. I hope you learned something new today and hope you understand how easy it is to make applications on blockchains because of Moralis. Hope to see you soon. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.